Welcome back to day 14 of behind the scenes of building a mock modular building in 30 days to input into our Lego city. And today we officially begin the next step of our process, the next step of our journey. So we finally received all the pieces, as you know from our last video yesterday. All the pieces have come in. And today my original plan was to organize them all because they came from 6 different locations around the world. They came in very sporadic arrangements of how they were shipped to me. So for instance, one bag came with X amount of pieces, and then another bag could have come from a different company with the same pieces, just a couple different ones. Or so instead of going through and spending a ton of time organizing them, I did probably what most of us would have done, and I just spread them all out in their bags, and I figured I'm going to go through the process and find the pieces as I need them. That was probably a mistake on my part, and it probably extended the length of the build. However, I was just too excited to start doing this. I've never done this process before, and it was very exciting to see the pieces. And knowing that I could begin building, I couldn't spend the time to separate them all out and organize them. I just wanted to dive in. So instead of organizing them, we just dove right in. And as I said, I just spread the pieces out, and I'm sure that was a mistake. Then the second mistake I probably made was the process of building. I could have exported an instruction manual and went through that. However, the way that I went about building this, I didn't do it in any specific order, so I highly doubt that would have been very helpful. So I just went off of the 3D rendering. What I ended up doing was I deleted, the top layer, and then I would go back and undo it, and then delete layers and undo it. So I always be able to go back to the initial look, but I'm able to look at the 3D rendering and then build out from there. And I don't know, I was not upset with the way that the process worked out. I get, as I start getting lower and lower on pieces, things are going to start coming together much easier, but at the beginning where we are right now, it may take a little bit more time. The first thing we did, though, when we started to build was we ripped up one of my old Mills plates. Earlier, before we started this series, we had a 3 Mills plate layout of a park that we wanted to potentially make. I got rid of one of the park pieces. I ripped up the base layer, and I went ahead and started laying our bricks for the foundation of this layer. And in today's episode, as you saw, we ripped up the Mills plates and we started with the sidewalk. That's the easiest. And once we got the sidewalk laid how we wanted to according to our 3D rendering, then we went ahead and we laid the outline of our building. And I gotta say, seeing these maroonish red bricks, it's such a huge release of pressure off my shoulders to see it starting to come to life. But then once we finished the outline of the building, the centerpiece of this whole construction process is the cobblestone patio. And it was rather difficult to do from the viewpoint and not organizing my bricks. So I would recommend, if you go about doing this process, definitely spend some time organizing your bricks, making sure they all come in and that you have them all. But then once I finished the cobblestone patio, I thought, you know what, this is a good place to stop because I just want to sit back and marvel at this. It's such a fun process, and I'm having so much fun doing it, and I hope you are enjoying it as well. So make sure you come back tomorrow when we continue to build up on our overall process. I am so thankful for you watching this. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, stay creative, drop a sub, drop a comment, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have a good one.